23.
What do you think was so impressive about him?
His experience, he's so smart. He have everything in a fighter, a complete fighter. He don't have.
So no make sense when you guys say that right now. At the end of the day, I don't want to have credit to face Crawford, but you never know.
Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather met earlier this week to prepare for Crawford's upcoming September fight against Canelo Alvarez. The two Americans held private training sessions where Mayweather, the first man to defeat Canelo, helped sharpen Crawford's boxing skills to boost his chances in the ring. In response, Canelo Alvarez has broken his silence. The Mexican superstar previously faced Mayweather over a decade ago, with their bout taking place at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas in September 2013.
Floyd Mayweather at what? You're 23?
23.
That's so fucking young.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I trained so hard, and now obviously I try to beat him because if you beat him, you wanna be the best in the world.
At 23 years old, Canelo Alvarez entered the fight as the reigning WBC super welterweight champion, boasting an undefeated record of 42 wins and 1 draw. Floyd Mayweather, the WBA super welterweight champion, held a similar record at 44-0, but at 36 was seen by some as being past his prime, leading fans to believe Canelo had a chance to hand him his first defeat. However, the fight didn't go as expected, with Alvarez struggling against Mayweather's skill and experience. Mayweather secured the victory on points, though the scorecards were surprisingly close, with one judge controversially ruling it a 114-114 draw.
When you that kind of fighter, you don't need it.
You think that was the toughest fight you faced?
No.
What do you
I think
was?
it's tough fights and difficult fights.
After going 12 rounds with Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez needed just 3 words to describe his rival's boxing ability during an interview with the Full Send podcast *. He has everything. He admitted that while Mayweather didn't hurt him in the fight, power wasn't necessary for his style. He's experienced, he's so smart, he's a complete fighter. He doesn't have power in his punches, but when you're that kind of fighter, you don't need it. Canelo explained.
And everybody's talking about if I'm gonna face Crawford, fighter 147, who is smaller than.
Mayweather went on to retire with a perfect 50-0 record, while Canelo now boasts 62 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws. His only other defeat coming against Mitri Bivol in May 2022. Though he acknowledged Mayweather's greatness, Canelo remains skeptical about his partnership with Terence Crawford. Initially hesitant to take on the 37-year-old from Omaha, the Mexican star has seemingly had a change of heart and is now preparing for his next challenge.
A small fighter like Charlo, he's big, which he is big, and everybody's talking about if I'm gonna face Crawford.
In an interview with a well-known boxing platform, the 34-year-old shared his thoughts on the potential fight with Terence "Bud" Crawford, admitting he doesn't expect to receive much credit for it. I respect Crawford. He's a great fighter. I'd always said that, no disrespect to him. But sometimes it's crazy how people talk about a smaller fighter like Charlo, who is actually bigger, and then everyone asks if I'll fight Crawford, who competes at 147 and is even smaller than Charlo. It doesn't make sense, but that's what people say. At the end of the day, I won't get any credit if I fight Crawford, but in boxing, you never know. I move up and down in weight and fight anyone. So it's possible, why not?
A fighter 147, who is smaller than Charlo. So no make sense when you guys.
This echoed a previous interview where he expressed a similar stance, saying, "I'm in, why not? Don't get me wrong, Crawford is a great fighter, but in my weight class, it's an easy fight for me, easy money. If the money is right, I'm in. I don't usually like fighting guys like Crawford because he moves a lot, and that doesn't make for a great fight. But in his last fight, I noticed he doesn't move as much anymore, so yeah, if the money is right, I'm in." However, one of Mexico's greatest boxers doesn't see much competition in a matchup between these two elite fighters.
Crawford wins con Canelo. No le gusta Crawford Canelo. He said don't be asking.
Julio Cesar Chavez, a beloved icon in Mexican boxing, won over fans with his relentless fighting style and an incredible 89-fight unbeaten streak. In contrast, Canelo Alvarez often faces criticism for not always taking on the toughest opponents available. Regarding the rumored September showdown between Canelo and Terence Crawford, still unconfirmed, Chavez offered a characteristically blunt opinion. When asked about the fight, the Mexican legend simply responded, "Where is Crawford going to beat Canelo?"
Okay, if you play baseball and not boxing, would you be a great baseball player? Because I saw you with the Padres. Número uno en la historia de béisbol.
Chavez is among several former boxers who have criticized the potential Canelo versus Crawford fight, with the main concern being the weight disparity. Canelo competes at 168 kgs, while Crawford recently moved up to 154 kgs for his last fight against Israel Madrimov. As the fight awaits official confirmation, promoter Turki Al-Sheikh, who is working to arrange the bout, took a lighthearted approach. He invited both fighters to face off in the video game Fatal Fury. City of Wolves for now, the only battle that can be confirmed. He even shared a screenshot of a conversation between the two, teasing the matchup.
You want the Nanches?
Tell him we going for Canelo next.
Yes. Let's go. Canelo, come on.
You heard it from him.
We are ready.
Just put me in the game, coach.
We're not talking about boxing. We're talking about the video game Fatal Fury. City of Wolves which launches on April 24, 2025. I challenged them in the game because that's the only fight I can arrange for now, said Turki Al-Sheikh. They accepted my challenge and we'll have dinner. We decided against the boxing match because the three of us hate boxing and chose yoga instead. Keep talking, keep spreading rumors. In the end, only we know and decide when, where, and what happens. However, this statement contradicts reports from Team Crawford, as they have seemingly confirmed a blockbuster fight against Canelo Alvarez on September 13th.
Being that you're obviously again appealing to Team Crawford, can you confirm? Are we going to see that fight? Has it been made official? Is it official?
It's on, baby. September 13th, baby. Look forward to it. Crawford versus Canelo. Listen how I said it.
Hey, are we getting this confirmation here first?
Yeah.
Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez are two of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world today. While Canelo reigns at super middleweight, Crawford is preparing to move up from 154 kgs to take on the Mexican star. Bernie Davis, a key member of Crawford's team, has now claimed that
Davis said, "We will climb that mountain. It's on, baby. September 13th. Look forward to it. Crawford versus Canelo. As I said, Crawford versus Canelo. Yeah, it's confirmed. Crawford versus
September 13th. Look forward to it. Crawford versus Canelo. As I said, Crawford versus Canelo. Yeah, it's confirmed. Crawford versus Canelo. Not the other way around. Team Crawford stands up *.
It's confirmed. Man, what?
Say less.
Crawford versus Canelo, not the other way around. Team Crawford stand up. Pound for pound, the best in the world. Soon to be the super middleweight champion of the world.
Crawford is ready to take on the challenge of becoming the super middleweight champion of the world, a fight he believes he deserves on the big stage. He referred to it as a David versus Goliath battle, acknowledging the significant disadvantages he faces in terms of weight and power. However, Crawford feels confident in his accomplishments and skills, stating that Canelo's achievements, being a two-time undisputed unified champion across 3 weight classes, holding titles in 4 divisions, and being on the pound-for-pound list for over a decade, are rare feats. We didn't get the Pacquiao or Mayweather fight, but this is the fight, he added.
Me and him getting in the ring, then it'll be an electrifying fight,
A potential Canelo versus Crawford fight is especially significant given that both fighters are nearing the end of their Hall of Fame-worthy careers. The 34-year-old Canelo has been fighting professionally for nearly 20 years, compiling an impressive 62-2 record. However, some of his most grueling bouts, particularly his 2 controversial encounters with Gennady Golovkin, have certainly taken a toll. Meanwhile, at 37, Crawford isn't getting any younger, with 41 professional fights to his name, yet he remains undefeated. From a certain perspective, a Canelo-Crawford match makes a lot of sense, as both fighters are left wondering what challenges remain for them to conquer.
It won't be like any other fight that he's fought recently, and it'd be a well-fought.
Both Canelo and Crawford know what it's like to be undisputed champions, a rare achievement in today's boxing landscape. Each has also experienced the pressure of fighting under the brightest lights. Canelo has been in numerous major bouts, facing stars like Gennady Golovkin and Floyd Mayweather, while Crawford's first super fight came in 2023, when he dominated Errol Spence in 9 rounds. Should the fight be officially confirmed, it's understandable that Canelo would be the favorite, at least early on, as he's been competing at super middleweight, while Crawford has only recently moved up to junior middleweight.
Now, at the end of the day, I don't want to have credit to face Crawford, but I